What is good with y'all? Is Crunch Time TV, and today we got two topics. You know that we're gonna start off with. One being that the Dallas Mavericks will win the NBA championship this season. You know, Kevin Garnett came out and said that they have the best two players. The best duo in the Western Conference. I agree with that. I think they have the best duo in the NBA, and people are sleeping on them right now. I think that everybody is overblowing the Phoenix Suns deal. You know what I mean? I think they're trying to make it seem like they are the clear cut favorites. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I think Dallas can give them a run for their money, if not beat them. I predict that they will beat them. Um, but the other topic is that Kevin Durant has sealed his fate as he has jumped ship in Brooklyn, pretty much. And man, I mean, he created another monstrous team over in Phoenix. Now he didn't walk away in free agency. He didn't. He did get traded, but we all know that him and Kyrie didn't want to be there. So you have to live with the reality of your decision making. So KD has pretty much made it known that he cannot win with Kyrie, he can't win with Russ, you can't win basically without Stephen Curry, right? And I don't think he's gonna win in Phoenix. But him going to Phoenix seals his fate because it just reveals his true nature as a basketball player. Um, you know, like I said, we can't put him over LeBron James because he didn't win with Kyrie. I want to know how y'all feel about the situation though. I got Dallas. Once again, I have the Dallas Mavericks winning the NBA championship this season. So please beware of that. I'm about to drop the link right now for y'all in the description box so y'all can join in and pretty much just let me know how y'all feel about the situation, bro. I mean, we seen Kyrie Irving cook without Luka Doncic twice. I mean, there's no excuse at the end of the day. You can't say they. I mean, people gonna say, "Oh, he just beat the Kings," but he turned around and I mean, before that though, he beat the Clippers without Luka. He had 25 and 10 last night. I want y'all to think about this, bro. And people are saying that he cannot do these things, bro. That's the point of what I'm trying to like, bro. People will lie, make up stories about Kyrie, say that he can't do X, Y, Z. Hey, y'all, I just dropped the link. Say that he can't do X, Y, Z. But then when he does it, nobody says anything. Like they make up these things so that they can try to paint bad narratives if they don't win a championship. Like for example, they say that Kyrie Irving can't play off ball, he can't distribute and things of that nature. So that way, and they say that's why they're not gonna win. So that way, if they don't win the championship, all they gotta do is say, "See, I told you he can't do these things." They're literally ignoring watching him play. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, and nobody talks about it, bro. He just had 25 and 10. He's playing with the Mavericks role players, bro. You know what I mean? But we already know how it goes. Kyrie is not gonna get the credit that he deserves because the media hates him. That's just how it goes. You know, that's just how it goes, bro. Yeah, Larry the Hardest said, "Shout out to the Mavs. They got my favorite player, Kyrie." Yeah, bro. Like, bro, Kyrie my favorite player. Like, Kyrie and Luka are my two favorite players right now. You know. Hey, what up? We got somebody in the join up.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, D Sports?
What up, what up? What up, Crunch? I be watching y'all sell you on player choice and all that. You got to get back on there and talk to them.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
yeah, appreciate that, bro. I'm gonna get back on there.
But I do think they're contenders, but I think they'll be next contenders next year because I don't trust their supporting cast defensively. Because I hear you, but I feel like this year I feel like the expectations should be for next year because the chemistry is just a short sample size and. If they don't win, I don't find it disappointing because they just got to the team and there's a lot of turmoil. And right now, health is also a problem with the Mavericks. So we don't know how Luka's going to come back off the heel. So health is a problem. So and then West has got stacked up. I just feel like give Jason Kidd some time and all that. So if they do make it, I won't be surprised. But I feel like next year is more of a valid chance because they can fill up the holes with the defense of a big. Because I don't trust Christian Wood. Like my problems have nothing to do with Kyrie and Luka. It's more like the supporting cast because Christian Wood doesn't. Because they're trying to trade Christian Wood and Christian Wood doesn't do enough defensively.
Mm.
So that's my concern for the Mavericks. So I'm thinking really next year because if they don't make it this year, because no one's gonna be able to stop them, but they won't be able to get that many defensive stops. It has nothing to do with that. It's just I feel like next year I'll be more high on Dallas. It's just that everything's just happening so fast. If that makes sense. It's just I'm just thinking about it in real life hooper perspective.
Yeah, no, I definitely see where you're coming from. I mean, they just got together. You never know, like, you know what I mean, if the chemistry is gonna be A1, that quick.
Yeah.
But the main reason why I'm still picking them is because Luka, before he got Kyrie, I already thought Luka was pretty much the best player in the league. And I think that Luka doesn't need as much help as everybody else. I really think he had a chance to go to the finals even before Kyrie came. Like he had a chance to kind of just go off and carry that team to the finals like that. But now that he has Kyrie, I think because remember my argument is that he's the best player in the league. I think right now, and so I think with Kyrie Irving being so good of a second option, I really think that Luka and Kyrie can pull it off. And you got to remember that Luka does have pro experience overseas even before he came to the league. Like he's a little bit more advanced than a lot of the other young guys in the league.
I
Um, yeah,
Now I
man.
hear you.
Go ahead.
Now I hear you. Cause I hear you. Cause even if you're the best player in the league, and if he is the best player in the league, I still just because you're the best player, still think it's hard to carry because we never seen it. Because like last year, the Warriors, like I feel like Luka carry, but it'll only take you so much to play out because they're gonna key in on him. And now with Kyrie, they won't be able to key in on Luka. So like I disagree at that point. Like before he had Kyrie, because it would have been the same thing. He might have made it to the West Finals, and the Warriors would have just keyed in on him and outscored him because Luka was averaging 30 points, but there's no one stopping Steph, no one stopping Clay and Wiggins. And I do feel like, everyone needs help at the end of the day, whether it's defensive help, offensive help for Luka. No, that's why I say more defensive help. Like no other star can go out, so let Luka cook. So Luka's gonna cook regardless, but people force the defense on him, throw like hard bodies to him, and I feel like with Kyrie it helps him out because every star player eventually needs help in Dallas. And I wouldn't be mad like if Luka would have left the team like in a couple of years if they don't help him out or surround him with a good basis because doing too much caring could hinder his career. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I don't know how long Luka's gonna because Luka's game's not predicated off athleticism, and if he gets injured getting carrying too much, then you got to take care of your star player. And when because like you said, Crunch, you are Luka's already a superstar, so you might as well go all in and try to help him get help win now because Luka is about it, and now the team has to be about it because it can't just be Luka. The team also has to be about it, and Luka has to have people that he can lead. It's like you have to be a great leader, but you have to have people that you're able to lead to the chip because it's not everyone you can lead to the chip. If that makes sense.
yeah, man. Man, listen, man. I hear everything you're saying right now, man. We just gonna have to see. Because I think what it is I look at their big three. I think they can compete with the Suns' big three. I think Christian Wood is close to DeAndre Ayton at least. I think he's pretty much like.
Nah, I'm not high on Wood. I think it's more of a duo thing because I think the big three with the Suns because DeAndre Ayton he's good, but he should be a lot better. He's not that great defensively. He doesn't have a high motor, and Chris Paul is not Chris Paul anymore. So like I do like to move for the Suns because it takes a load off CP3 because CP3 is not in that stage of his career. And Durant, we all know who KD is, and it's gonna be tough. The three best teams are the Nuggets, the Mavs, and the Suns, and who else in the West? The Lakers. Like people high on the Lakers, but they got to make the playoffs. So I don't want to talk about the Lakers right now. If that's cool with you.
Yeah, no. You're right about that. I mean, I think if the Lakers do make the playoffs, though, they'll have a chance.
Yeah. And then and I don't know why. I feel like the Kings gonna be sneaky. I don't think the Kings gonna make it to the finals or Western Conference Finals, but I feel like there'll be a tough matchup in the 7 series. It's gonna be like they'll probably lose in 6 or 7. I feel the Kings. I don't know. I just like the Kings this year. The Kings are fun to watch, but I'm excited to watch Luka and Kyrie. That's gonna be very fun to watch. It's like very fun to watch.
Hell yeah. Hey, Post, what's up, bro? You got the Suns coming out of the West, right?
Oh yeah, you know that for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
What's
Suns
up, Post?
versus
What's up,
Bucks in the
Post?
finals. What's going on, bro? I can't see your name, so I don't know who I'm talking
Oh,
to.
my name's Dev. You just call me Dev.
All right, what's going on, Dad? What's popping? Hey,
I
yo,
agree with you.
Crunch, they hit me with a 7-day on TikTok. It's whatever though.
Oh man.
Then they get you a band.
Yeah, they just banned me. What's
Like
I
just
ain't
going
lie,
on?
now.
that's
Yeah,
the
like just
community
now,
guidelines be ass.
2 minutes
Man, them
ago.
7 days be taking hella long, bro.
Right. Like,
Telling you.
The community deadlines on TikTok be kind of trash because like I be seeing people get banned for something small or they get mass reported from haters, and then I be seeing other TikTokers post some wild stuff and they don't get banned. I'm like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah,
make it make
bro.
sense.
it is wild, bro. It's like my third time, so I'm used to it, bro. I ain't worried about
Yeah, man.
it. Hey, but I heard y'all talking about the one of y'all said the Lakers if they make the playoffs, what they doing?
I don't. I'm be honest with you. They're too deep in the hole because like for me, if the Lakers was let's say the Lakers was number 7 right now and they made all these trades, now I'll be higher on them. They're just in too deep of
Right.
a hole. They're number 13 and had to be play catch up. Like if the Lakers was better throughout the season and then they made all these trades, I'll be a lot higher. I'm just not that high on the Lakers. I like talent wise, yes, this makes a lot more sense because in 2021. Because that's the problem with the Lakers. They broke up that team in 2021 where they didn't need to. It was just AD and LeBron got
Yeah,
hurt. Because that team was really good. It was number 1 in the West. Then
that
AD
was a great
gets
team.
hurt. LeBron, gets his ankle messed up, and then you let Alex Caruso walk for nothing, which is crazy. Letting Caruso walk was crazy. He's one of the best role players in the league, and
Mhm.
then making that trade for Westbrook, it didn't make sense because he's not one. He's not a fit, and two, Kuzma, and that's pretty good. If you did trade those players, you should have traded some players that can shoot or at least been a better fit, not a star. Like because them losing Montrez wasn't that bad because has been mid this last 2 years. But I'm not
Right.
high on the Lakers.
The Lakers,
Lakers
man. See that my whole thing with the Lakers is all the Lakers fans gonna have excuses when they still saying that AD and LeBron are the best duo, and they
Mhm.
just picked up D'Lo, who I
talent
think
wise,
I think he's better than Chris Paul right now.
you
So
can. I don't
I
know.
don't but look, I
I
don't
really
think they're
do.
gonna beat the Suns or the Mavs or whoever. I don't think they're gonna do it, but that's just gonna give me more reason to talk shit because it shouldn't be no excuse. I mean, they have enough to me.
Wait, how good has D'Lo been? I haven't really been paying attention to D'Lo that much this season.
He's been
Yeah, me
solid.
neither. I ain't really been watching him. But I got you.
I just think that he's
No,
pretty much at least because Chris Paul is declining right now, so that's why I said D'Lo is better than him right now.
Right. What's going on?
Now, see,
That's you, Barry?
yeah,
That was popping, bro.
uh,
what's poppin', boss?
I ain't lying. The Minnesota, I don't know what Minnesota do. They get a seed. Minnesota right now is a franchise made like I don't know because first of all the Gobert trade looks like a fail, and you get Mike Conley. It's like I'm feeling bad for Ant Man right now because I don't know what Minnesota doing because they just
Yeah.
went all in. Even though I like Rudy Gobert, but they would gave him way too much. That's a KD, like that's a KD package they gave up
Yep.
for Rudy Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think his contract. This contract is like the worst thing about Rudy, bro. He get paid
Yeah,
hella, bro.
yeah. The worst, him, Westbrook, and Ben Simmons are the worst no, Ben Simmons has the worst contract in the league, but those are kind of the worst contracts right now.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson too. Duncan Robinson
Oh, I
contract.
forgot.
Wow.
I forgot about
I
Duncan.
forgot
I
about
forgot
him.
about Duncan.
He don't even
Is that
play no more. He get paid.
Hey, I had looked it up. So D'Angelo Russell averaging 18 and 6 right now, and he's shooting 39% from the three. That's his
that's
best he ever
good?
shoot. That's his
That's
best he ever
good.
shot from the three.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's good.
I feel that'd be a good fit because he can shoot. D'Angelo Russell not a great playmaker. They don't need him to be a playmaker because LeBron and Shooter can play make. And
He can be a
honestly,
he can be a closer too. Go ahead though.
and I like the best player I got. The favorite player is Jared Vanderbilt. That's the player I really like that the Lakers got.
I
Right, they got
Jared
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt is a
like him
hooper.
with AD, bro. Jared
He,
Vanderbilt, AD is gonna be tough defensive
that defense, even though he don't have an offensive bag yet, that defense is crazy.
with Malik Beasley too, bro. And like Rui, Alani's a good defender.
They should have
Schroeder's a
been
good
did this.
defender.
But
There's a
they should have
lot.
did this in the begin they should have did this earlier in the season or in the off season. They waited too late
I think. I
unless they
mean,
had no
I think the
buyers.
Lakers is just
I,
like they're. I think they're gunning for the play-in right now. That's
They
the
can't.
yo,
No, they
hey,
have to. That's
they
the
might
only
miss the
way.
play. I was looking. They might miss
They
it.
have to.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's looking bad
It's
though.
Yeah.
it's very close because it's crazy. Before all the trades happened, I thought Denver was getting out easily because but then now the West has just got wide back open. Like dang, because I'm even though Golden State, even though I'm not super high on Golden State, I can't count them out because they are last year champions. And when Steph Curry healthy, that team has a system. But the West is wide open. the East. I agree with you. What's it? Post? You
Yeah,
said
what
it's
up?
Post, right? Yeah, I agree with you. I got Milwaukee coming out, but I think either Milwaukee, Boston, or Philly. Out of those three teams, those three teams are coming out. The East is those
Oh yeah,
top are three best teams. It's top heavy, and the
Yeah,
West is wide open.
the
right.
Lakers got Malik Beasley too.
Yeah, they do.
Malik Beasley, Vanderbilt, Mo Bamba, Russell. I mean, they can't blame it on Russ no more.
Yeah, my point. Yeah, I was just gonna
I
say
ain't gonna
that.
lie, bro. I'm
You know what I'm
gonna have
saying?
to ask Malik if I can get a ticket, bro. He cool with my pops.
For real?
That's
Yeah,
tough.
they were just going golfing.
That's tough.
My dad went golfing with Mike Conley and Malik a couple weeks ago, or like a couple months ago when they played in
His
Atlanta.
Yeah, that's
his
tough.
cousin,
I'm trying to play
his
Mike
cousin
Conley
went to my.
1-1.
His cousin, me and his cousin went to the same middle school.
Oh, you from Georgia?
Yeah, I
Yes,
live
sir.
here.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
I'm out in college right now though. So like yeah, me and his cousin went to the same middle school.
He was nice. He was nice in high school too. He was
No,
nice.
but he was a bucket. I'm like, dang, this dude.
Bro.
I'm like, he lead. I'm like, when I watch him, I'm like, yeah, he going to lead for sure.
And he was pretty good for Utah this year. Like he was knocking down that three. He was good defensively. He could
Here
be a
go
little
Ralph.
spark plug.
Now Utah tough right now.
What up, Ralph?
What up?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's going on, bro?
Wait, what's
Yeah.
the name of the dude from Georgia?
Barry.
Barry, what's up, Barry? I'm dead.
What's good? Oh, I was
Hey.
on with you Open Gym.
Oh, you was.
Oh, he was
You
on
remember
Open Gym?
the other day?
You remember when we was talking to Shaq and Ron before the live started?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was that low nose?
That could have been low. Oh, that was low nose actually. That was low nose.
Yeah, low nose. Yeah, low nose. Because I remember we was talking to Shaq and Ron. Yeah, I remember.
Man,
Yo,
they get one
Crutch,
Usher
you
show
gotta-
on there, it's over. You said what,
I
Ralph?
don't think.
Yo, you got to keep it clean this time. Last time, yo, it was wild up in here.
Oh yeah, last time it got
Last
wild.
time it was a
Yeah,
circus.
mute. Yo, just mute them, bro. You're like, yo, get crazy. You got the control. Just mute them. Be like, yo, cut that out.
Yeah, no, you right.
It was like 5 people talking at the same time. I
Five
couldn't
people
hear
talking
nobody's take.
Hey, Crunch, I went back and I watched it on YouTube, bro. That junk was hilarious.
He was yelling, bro.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
but the thing
What
is,
was
I
y'all
try to
talking
let
about?
everybody rock out for the most part. Like for the most part, I really don't like to mute people or tell people to stop because I don't want it to feel like I'm just like I know it's my stream, but I don't be wanting to feel like I be wanting everybody to feel like they can say whatever at any time. But it did get a little headed. That can kind of mess up the stream if everybody's trying. If you listening to it and you trying to hear somebody and everybody keep yelling, that could mess it up though.
You
can turn up on my phone. I'm sorry.
This is my thing, and like me getting in my manager bag, going on the business part. If you're trying to build your brand and everything, you can't have nothing like that because they're going to destroy your brand to where it's going to shy away from others. So you want to have some a control setting to where everybody get their take out, and once you build that brand, then you get more followers and everything, man. You don't want to tarnish yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna piggyback off him. But like, you can still have fun, keep it lit and turned up because that's what makes the stream, the hot takes and all that. But there's also a line where it kind of had to go because like if things get too personal or things get wild, it's like when people start threatening or something like that. It's like, all right, y'all gotta chill out because it's just basketball talk at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, y'all right though. Y'all right. But after that one happened, I did realize I gotta switch it up. Like next time, I'm not gonna let it. When it get like that, I know how I'm gonna control it for real. But that was like Naylor first time being on here, I think, on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, Naylor and D was going at it, bro.
Hey, I got a hot take I want to say real quick.
What's good?
Uh-huh.
All right, the Knicks are the most overrated franchise.
Don't you do that?
In my opinion,
Don't you do that?
Most overrated.
Don't do that.
Here's the reason why I say that. They're slightly overrated. Because I feel like because I'm 20 years old. It might be good because I'm young. Because I never seen the Knicks as like a winning franchise. Because every time there's a star player to come to the Knicks or the Lakers, and it'd be so annoying. And Knicks, Lakers. That's why I feel like they've been. All right, let me see. Most overrated, I might be tripping, but I feel like they have been overrated between a couple of years now. They always it's for a star player, and come to the Knicks. But the Knicks haven't. One, it's because the owner is terrible. And 2, it's like they haven't won anything. They just haven't been really a winning brand of basketball for these last couple of years. Yes, you had Carmelo Anthony and all that. It's just the Knicks haven't been a great, and now that is like the playoff run with the Julius Randle was okay. It's just that Knicks haven't been a great. Let me say not say most overrated franchise, but I feel like they've been a little overhyped between my years of growing up. Now
Hey,
I
look,
like the Knicks now, but growing up between like
Yo,
that, they've been a little overhyped.
You want to go
yo,
first,
we
real, how
real?
you
not
feel about
doing
that?
this. I'm gonna let you talk. Yo, we are not. Yo, what's your team?
I like
Here we go.
OKC. I'm just going back to history. I'm not saying
You
the
like
Knicks are a bad
OKC?
team. Yeah, I grew up watching KD.
Whoa,
Yeah.
hold on, real. Don't do that. Oh, hold on. Whoa, hold on.
That's
No,
why
don't do that.
That's why I paused. You my man's post. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm gonna hold
Nah,
back because of you. I'll be quiet.
nah, you
All
can,
right.
you can go in. If I'm wrong, then I'm not mad
No,
at you.
Ralph is the sophisticated one. Ralph is gonna get you. I'm with the argument. Don't worry.
No,
All right, let me
that's
tell
okay.
you. Let me tell you about. I'm 38 years old. I saw the '90s Knicks, and you got to understand that during the '90s, we was a top team in the East. We gave Jordan some problems. The only reason why we didn't have winning basketball is because of Jordan. Other than
Yeah,
that, like soon as Jordan retired, you got to understand we went to the finals.
yeah, I
And
hear
we
you.
almost won it. It was because of John Starks we didn't win it because he wanted to chuck it.
Yeah. Now I hear
We,
you. That's why I reserved myself, and then I thought about the '90s. Because y'all was a great franchise in the '90s. I was going based off from my era when I
I mean,
started
people
growing
hold
up,
on.
and from
People
the new
forget that
Knicks
the
fans.
Knicks. People forget the
It's
Knicks
really
was alright
new.
though.
Yeah, it's a new Knicks
Wait,
fans.
what
It's
era?
not
What's
new.
your era Knicks? What's your
People forget
era
the Knicks was.
Knicks? What's your
People
era
forget the
Knicks?
Knicks was alright. The
I was
Knicks was decent with Melo.
I was born in '02,
yeah,
so
we
my
was.
era. I was born in '02, so I saw like the and I started against trash Knicks like in 14
You
to
were
like the
10 years old
15.
when Melo was actually cooking. So you were
Let
watching
me
Kevin Knox and Reggie Bullock. That's
Kevin
what you was
Knox.
watching.
let
You was
let me
watching
tell
the
you.
develop. You was watching the development page. I mean,
Yeah,
Let me
the development stage.
let me tell you about when you was born. We made the playoffs that year. That's when we had Allen Houston. Marbury just got. He was there at the time. That's
Marbury
when
played.
we.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Marbury
Yeah,
played for the
see,
We
Knicks. I
still
got
had
see
you.
what I
Zebo,
mean?
right?
Nah,
That's my
Zebo didn't
fault.
come at that time. Zebo came around like 2005 or something like that. We
Oh,
had Zebo
I was
and
about to say '05.
we had a
Yeah, that's
young
my fault for
Jamal
disrespecting the
Crawford.
Knicks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jamal
yeah,
Crawford,
I knew he was Jamal.
We
Young
had a
That's
young.
my
Jamal
fault.
I'm
Crawford,
gonna tell you.
Zebo. We
Nate
had David
Robinson.
Lee. Like, let's talk about it.
Yeah, Nate
See
Robinson, right?
huh? Nate Robinson came like 2006, 2007, a little bit after that. But I'm gonna tell you, um, Jamal Crawford on the Hawks and probably the Clippers. You see
Yeah,
Jamal Crawford when he was with the Knicks and the Bulls. That was a different Jamal Crawford.
Ooh,
That was a way
yup.
different one.
Yeah, I seen Jamal on the Bulls, Hawks,
We had a better version of David
Clippers.
Lee too, right, Ralph? We probably had the best
Yes,
version of him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
I know he's an all star the Knicks.
two
When he
time.
played for y'all. But yeah,
We drafted him.
I guess I'm tripping because like the new Knicks fans always talk about we're getting star player, this that. I'm like, bro, y'all got good players, just develop them, or like it just be annoying. It's a not because I have a
Hold on,
lot
no,
of
no, no,
not.
no.
Yeah,
Now, I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie.
The
You
Let
Knicks.
right
him know.
I'm
about
gonna tell you
James
this. The
Dolan.
Knicks need context.
I don't
You
like
right.
James Dolan too. I don't like James
You
Dolan
right about that. He's a trash ass owner. I
because
Hey,
he
give you that
disrespected
one.
Charles.
Exactly, Ralph.
Because he
You can
disrespected
talk
Charles
however
Oakley.
you want about James Dolan, bro. Exactly. And that's why
Honestly,
I said the Knicks can never be overrated. It's the front office. Just for the fact that how they treated Charles Oakley made us miss out
that was
on
OD.
7 to 8 different superstars.
Yeah,
Seven
I
to
mean, like
eight
that was
different superstars we missed out on.
That's
Okay,
the
that was
so
only
we're
OD.
gonna be stuck in the development stage until James Dolan leaves.
that's
Hey,
the
Yeah, that
only
was
hey,
reason
OD.
why. That's
hey,
the
That
hey,
was
only
hey,
OD.
reason why
That was crazy.
we can't get players.
hey,
No, that
y'all.
was crazy what he did
Hey,
to
y'all. We got
Oakley.
Swiss Life ready to pull up right now too from last time.
oh, yeah, for sure.
Who?
Hey, but as a
Yes.
Knicks,
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
the
be honest
homie.
with you.
Swish.
A lot of people don't
what up?
like when I say this, but I like RJ Barrett though. I don't know why people aren't high on RJ. I really am high
Oh,
on
I am.
RJ Barrett because
Because RJ is not able to develop how he is. RJ needs the ball in his hand more, and Julius Randle is holding it for 90% of the shot clock and passing it
I
out
don't
for him
like
to just be a
Julius.
spot
Trade
shooter.
him.
You're not gonna develop as.
Trade him.
Hey, listen, Jalen Brunson should have been
RJ
the
Barrett.
All-Star
I agree,
over
yo.
Julius.
No, Julius.
RJ, I mean,
Nah.
Jalen Brunson should have been the All-Star over Julius.
Agreed.
Because Jalen is balling like.
I don't know about that.
Agreed.
No, they
Julius
both should
been
have made
doing
All
this.
Star.
Julius been 30-10.
No. The reason why because I saw it was the game. I forgot what game I was watching. It was the game against the Lakers. That was the game. Jalen Brunson was going crazy. Tied the game
I
with
watched
the
that.
Knicks.
I know. He
Yes.
had 37 points. I watched that.
Yeah.
He had 37 points. Julius Randle had 25, and he wanted to feel the need to close the game.
Yeah,
That's his problem. He can
that
play
pissed me off.
basketball, but the problem is fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, 5 minutes left, Julius, we got a problem. But other than that, Julius is fine.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, Reels. You say he had 30 and 10 last night. Yeah, you got to look at Brunson. He had 37 and 7.
It's just that JB been like JB, and that's the thing. JB's been cooking, and the thing that got me off on Julius Randle because I live in Atlanta. I like the Hawks, watching the Hawks too. That Hawks series, he played terrible against the Hawks. Because
yeah, he did.
It was, and that's the thing. It was just like I don't know. I like Jalen Brunson on the Knicks. I feel like Jalen Brunson, RJ, because I like RJ's defense. He does need to get a better shot, but his layup, I don't know.
My bad.
RJ. I think RJ could be an all-star.
I mean, we got Josh Hart now, so we winning the chip.
Nah. You know I don't like that trade. You know I didn't like that trade, bro. I did not like
Swish. Hold on,
It really
y'all.
doesn't-
Swish said that the Knicks and the Clippers are both cursed and they're not winning the championship for this whole millennium.
Yo, Swish, we don't need that negative energy, you heard? We don't need that, whether it's true or not, you heard?
He said millennium.
He said the whole millennium.
Yo, you just made me get chills. You telling me I ain't gonna see a chip in my lifetime?
No, that's not just our lifetime, it's our kids' lifetime too. That's crazy.
Look how y'all did, Charles.
It's a millennium.
No, my brother. That's not y'all.
Yo, bro, that's
Nolan thing, okay? And when he's gone, and when
Millennium
takes his position, then everything's
right.
Look how y'all did Oakley.
Yeah, we did Oakley. That we not see. Everybody knows about the Oakley situation. Everybody knows about the Oakley situation, but what they really did wrong is Spike Lee. They did him dirty as well.
Oh yeah, what happened with Spike Lee again?
They made him go through the front, and he said no more secret entrance.
What it was is he was supposed to go all these years. You know, he's a season ticket holder, and he was supposed to go. He always went through where the players went through, and they stopped him, say, "Yo, you got to go through like any other Patriot." And he felt offensive to that.
I got a question.
Like, yo, he was going through there ever since his pops.
What would make somebody a Clippers fan?
No idea.
Probably,
I
don't know. Probably just living in LA, growing. Oh no, Lakers. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't answer that.
Maybe you met a player from the Clippers, or just grew up watching them.
Maybe his family worked for the Clippers.
Chris Paul, maybe.
Or maybe you were a Kawhi fan. You went over there. I don't know.
You were Corey Maggette fan.
At least we got history. At least we the Mecca to where we can say we fans.
Yeah, we ain't little brothers to nobody.
Yeah,
we ain't little brothers to nobody.
Because it was crazy. Even with the Knicks being bad, one of those years, y'all still had more attendance than the Nets, which is crazy.
Yeah,
I was finna say all the Knicks fans that stayed 10 toes down, even with the big three in Brooklyn, they probably cheering right now because they ain't have to sell out. Like, you feel me? A lot of people probably stopped being Knicks fans and turning to Brooklyn fans, and then Brooklyn ain't even win.
Nah, Knicks.
Exactly.
Knicks fans are loyal because when they made the playoffs, that was crazy. That crowd, I never seen the atmosphere in the playoffs.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you how much of a loyal Knicks fan I am. When I found out Brooklyn was coming here, I got hyped. I didn't care if we was giving up Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown for Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. We had Deron Williams and Joe Johnson. Nobody was telling me nothing. I got an autograph from Joe Johnson and Andre Blatch. I was hyped. But when KD and them came, I'm like, I don't know how long this is gonna last. We had Melo and we had Amari. I had my hopes high one time. I don't know. You
Yeah,
feel me? And you
and
already see
Melo.
how Joe Tsai did it. He did a James Dolan.
I've
Yeah,
been a
No,
Knicks fan.
Joe
Josiah
Tsai
ruined
is
it, Joe.
bad too.
I
No,
think
he's bad
Josiah
at.
ruined it.
He
Joe
did.
Tsai ruined the whole thing.
No,
He
Joe Tsai
ruined
bad at
everything. We have
Everything.
Joe Tsai and James Dolan. We don't deserve to win. We don't. New York does not deserve to win until those
Hey,
two are
at
gone.
least you got the Giants though. At least Brian Daboll, came and
Yes.
got the Giants
Saquon
right.
Barkley for MVP. Yes.
What I can say is I like my owner. I don't know about y'all.
And
I'm
y'all got
fine with
No,
mine.
y'all
and
great. Y'all love draft. Y'all draft excellent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
OKC tough.
like
hey Crunch, what's
I
your team? I never knew.
Really, no. I just got a favorite
He's
player,
a
bro. It's
Mavericks
Kyrie.
fan.
Yeah,
He's a Mavs fan right now.
yeah, bro. I'm a die-hard Mavericks fan right now.
Yeah. Hey, bro, that said he was an OKC fan. Why they not talking about SGA putting 44 on Dame last night? They don't want to talk about that though.
I don't know. I saw it
Because
on the
They never,
highlights.
every time
he
when
destroyed
SGA
the
cooked,
Kings celebration. He
Hey, I
destroyed his
don't know.
party.
he did that too, and they kept it quiet. But
SGA,
it's all good.
I
It's
don't
all
know.
good.
SGA tough. I can't
I,
wait till I want to see how Chet play.
That's what I'm
come
saying.
back.
When you come back, bro, it's scary hours. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
the Thunder
Rock, what
really
you was
got
gonna
I'm gonna
Chet.
say?
tell
The
you.
Thunder was supposed to be making the playoffs this year if Chet didn't get hurt.
Nah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell
think
you.
so.
Yeah,
I think
it's
they
a
I don't think.
supposed.
possibility.
Yeah,
Still,
like they'd have been close.
If I was
Hovering.
if I was in the front office right now, and I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again, you don't know how Chet is gonna be.
Yeah.
We already know Victor is going to be a special talent.
Yeah.
I would trade Chet, and I would
I would-
throw 3-4 draft picks for that number one pick.
That is hard.
That's what I would do.
That's tough.
I like that. I
Honestly,
ain't gonna lie to you.
hey, I ain't lying.
Think about it. They already y'all got like 18 draft picks. Y'all can spare some. Y'all can spare it.
Hey,
And
the
then
thing is,
you
You got
getting a player that can change your franchise completely. You don't know what Chet's going to give you.
but the thing is that
Trade him. You're running a risk. He's already injured before the season even starts.
Yeah.
That would be a red flag in my mind. Trade him while his value is high and
Yo,
get that franchise player.
I think
but
That's
here's
what
the
I would
thing.
do.
Oh, sorry.
I think
I would do
Detroit
that.
might get the first pick, and if Detroit get Wemby and Wiseman, that's gonna be tough in Detroit.
But
Yeah,
but the thing is,
Wiseman gonna be cooking in Detroit. I'll go with that.
Oh
Hell
no,
yeah.
yeah, he
Well,
is.
you know
here's
that
the only
I feel
trade.
like he is.
You
No,
know
because
that
they
trade
got
is on
Jalen
hold.
Duren. They got Jalen Duren, and some of them feel like some of the fans feel like they don't even need Wiseman.
But you know that trade is on hold because of Gary Payton III. He didn't pass his physical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
ain't
Golden
passed his
State is still
physical.
interested in him, though. Golden State is
They was
still
giving him
interested in him,
tear
even
gas
despite that.
shots.
Are
hey,
they
but
going? They can accept it. Yeah,
here's
that's
the
the only
thing
way to
though.
go through.
Here's the only thing about that trade. Everybody knows how good Victor is. I don't think no one's gonna give up Victor for no matter what trade. I feel like whoever gets the number one pick is not gonna trade out of it.
No, what's
That's the only
Right.
thing. I feel like no one
crazy is
trading
what
out that
Ralph
pick.
said. Ralph made a point though, because I think Chet will be the closest thing that I would trade for Victor right now, unless you give
But
me
no,
like shit.
but that's the thing. No one's gonna do it though. I hear you, but no one's gonna do that. But
Yeah.
I feel like
If you gotta throw in 6 picks, man, y'all got 18. Y'all got 12 left after that. Really?
Whoa,
I know.
six first round picks.
Hey, what did
Rudy
they throw in?
Gobert got that.
What
Nah,
did they?
that's too much.
What did they throw in Shea?
Rudy Gobert got it.
No, we
we're
not. No,
trading
Shea not moving, bro.
No,
He's
no,
set.
Why
He ain't going
not?
nowhere.
we just paid him.
I trade Shea for that.
Nah, Shea ain't moving, bro. I'm sorry.
No.
You can have
Honestly,
anybody else but him.
what if OKC does get the number one pick? Then we get Chet at the power forward, Victor at center, and Shea at guard.
Now that's different.
Oh my god.
Like that's look at
What-
our lineup, and
I'ma
we have
tell
Giddy
you.
at the 2 guard. We have a 6'5" and up lineup. That's a 2K
Mhm.
lineup.
I'll trade
Now-
Paulo. I'll trade
Go
Paulo
ahead.
for the number one pick.
No, Paulo cooking. Paulo's gonna be a star. Superstar.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah.
Like why would like
Yeah,
that's,
I mean-
it doesn't make sense to trade a young rising star for another young rising star. Y'all might
Yeah.
I
it
think
doesn't
And
Victor
be
is
honest,
like
bro.
5 notches better than Paulo, and then you can pair up Victor with Bobo.
But if you think about it, bro, Vic is gonna go to San Antonio. They just traded Jakob Poto.
Jakob Poeltl.
Like bro, they traded and they not even winning on top of that. So
I ain't like
make it make sense.
San
They
Antonio,
literally
bro,
trying to
it's
tank.
Greg
not.
Popovich would know how to get that pick.
Yeah, if the
Exactly. I'm telling
Spurs
you.
get that,
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, if the Spurs get that, they got another 20 years straight to the playoffs,
They
like they
probably
did
They
with Dirk.
are,
they
bro.
probably
On
told Pop.
God, bro. I'm telling you. And they got Devontae Graham from the New Orleans Pelicans, so they know what they're doing when
I
they
like
trying to
I
get
like
their
Devin
guard
Vassell
They
too.
situations in
probably
Oh,
told
order.
word?
him.
I didn't even know he
Imagine
went
it.
there.
They probably
I
Yeah, I
could
told
like
him
Devin
imagine.
Vassell.
give him
I
Wimby.
could imagine Victor just coming. He's straight trash.
Uh-uh. You gotta
I
look
think
at it.
I
You
hope
gotta look at it.
Vic's foot is stronger than Chet's.
No,
no, I
it is.
think
I
no
promise you
Victor
that.
no Victor got muscle.
It's gonna be tough.
Victor even though he's not like burly, he got like he's kind of toned. He's very toned. That like
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
he has a frame. He has a frame. He reminds me of Giannis. I don't think he'll be as big as Giannis, but I feel I can see him having an NBA body where the Chet
Yeah,
probably
but
won't have
remember
that
he's
until like
linked.
Bro,
years.
Wimby
He
is
got to
not about
fill
to
it
come
in.
in the league dominating. I
Yeah.
hope y'all don't think that.
Yeah, he's not gonna come in the league dominant. I don't have that high expectations for any rookie. I feel like Chet. I mean, if Victor does come
Hey,
in the
He
high
not
Nah,
coming in
you're
the
not a
league like
Wimby
Knicks
might.
fan.
LeBron
That's why
either.
you're not a Knicks fan. When Porzingis came, we put too much pressure on that man.
Yeah,
I ain't like he was
you
good.
ain't lying.
He was good in New York. He was really good in New York.
No, he was good. He was barely good. He was like literally just good.
He's
That's
a
it.
He made an All Star team. He was and then I
he
don't
got
know. It's like
injured.
yeah, he got hurt, but I don't know who was around. I forgot who was around. Who else was around Porzingis during that time?
Melo.
Not enough pieces. Tim
Well,
Hardaway,
no, Melo was
Melo.
gone already.
Melo. No, Melo. I think we had him in. Oh,
Now
do
his
we have
last year,
KP?
Melo was gone.
KP was what
Melo was
20?
Doug
Wait. Oh, I'm
McBucket
sorry,
and
Ralph.
Make
Doug,
buckets.
yeah, that's his nickname. And we had Ernest Cantor. We just did that
Yeah,
trade
we
his
did,
last
and his
Oh
year.
yeah,
cancer. Yeah, I
Cancer.
forgot about that.
Oh.
Hmm
in his freedom, yes sir.
Oh man. Oh, man.
Yeah, the second best player was Tim Hardaway Jr. and that's what we packaged with them because
exactly.
it was hit it was Porzingis, Tim
Kevin
Hardaway Jr.
Knox.
Trey no Kevin Knox stayed. It was Trey
Oh,
Burks. He was
Trey
Yeah, that
bust.
Burks
was a
that left.
mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trey
Kevin Knox
He
was
was
Burks.
a disappointment.
yeah he was supposed to be the next Iverson.
Bro, we traded Trey Burks and then we ended up with Alec Burks later, and I regretted that. Alec Burks was hella inefficient. I don't know if y'all remember the
He was
last
actually
season.
pretty good for us. He
He
was
was
actually
good
well
off the
the
bench, but
year
when they
before.
kept trying to push him to have longer minutes, he was wild inefficient
Yeah, but he was
all
solid. But
game.
I agree with Reels on
Yeah.
that. Hey, Real, I always wanted to ask you how you feel about
What up?
Alonzo Trier, bro.
About who?
I got a
Alonzo
question for
Trier.
everybody in the chat.
I don't know
Alonzo's
somebody
career?
background.
I got a
No,
question for y'all.
Alonzo Trier that was on the Knicks a couple years ago.
Yo, he was a
Hey,
bucket.
hey, Crunch.
Alonzo Tree. You know, I gotta do my homework on him, Crunch. You might have
He
stumped
was
me right
good.
there.
Yeah,
He was
no,
good.
no.
Hey,
He was good.
Crunch, can you
You
hear
probably
me?
definitely seen him. It's that guy with the mohawk. But
I know who he is.
yeah. Ralph know he was, yeah. He was cooking.
I
I
Yeah.
you
got a
know it's
I'm
question for
gonna put his
crazy.
y'all.
picture on you.
I remember that
Yeah,
nigga from 2K.
yo, text me that name later, Crunch. You heard? So I want to do a
Lonzo,
video on him because I gotta do
he was
homework.
he was actually nice. I think he came
Son,
I think he was at Arizona, University of Arizona and we drafted him second round.
I
And
remember
he
playing
was
that dude on 2K.
he was nice. He was giving us he was a good bench player and then we just let him walk. But I mean,
Yeah, I'm about to put his
I, I
picture right here.
I feel like, you know, where we at right now, I like the position we at. We got draft picks, we got young players. Yeah, that's a
Oh him. Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah, I'm
yeah, it's
tripping.
Yeah,
Elijah Trail.
Yeah,
he was
Yeah, he was
cooking.
yeah.
yeah, I remember him
He had
for
some nice
sure.
games here and there for us. It's just that he got in trouble in college and he had a bad reputation because like if he was on a straight and narrow, he was gonna be a first round draft pick, but he fell to the second because
Right,
of his off the court antics.
right. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Oh,
Hmm
that's him, Crunch.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen him before, but I didn't really get to pay attention to him. But I'm gonna definitely try to do some clips of him. Thank you for putting me
yeah.
on.
He was because he was like a rookie. I mean, just like Ralph just broke it down. He had fell to the second round, but you could see how talented he was. Like he was cooking on the Knicks, bro. And then I mean, they just ain't keep moving forward with him. But
Yeah,
I
cause
had knew about him because when I was younger, he was like viral on YouTube. He was
hmm
supposedly like the best 14-year-old player in the nation or something. He was viral on YouTube. So I wasn't like shit like middle school, fifth grade when I was seeing that. So then when he was on the Knicks, that's when I thought, and he was coming out of Arizona, I thought he was going to have his career was gonna go better than that. But I think he got the talent though. I don't know why they let him go.
Bro, that's how. But you see how you speaking. That's what I thought about Frank Ntilikina, and then it just never transitioned into the game like with the
Yeah,
Knicks. Like
He just
defense,
got
he was
defense.
there, but he wasn't a all around player that we needed. Like I
yeah,
didn't
And
understand that.
yeah,
no,
yeah,
Nah,
he
I felt like I think like Frank, he was trash.
now that's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
from yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
wasn't
Go
good
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
because even Frank was good. He was good at defense, but his defense wasn't good enough for him to like
I,
play the whole
I'm reading
time.
chat.
If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
but
Hey,
think
I'm
about
reading
it. Like,
chat.
what team
Somebody
is
said
he on
something
right
about
now?
Jordan.
Can anybody tell me off the top of their head what team
He
is
the
he on right
Mavs.
now?
He
He's
with
on
the
the
Mavs?
Mavs.
Mavericks, but he don't play him.
Crazy.
He
Oh,
don't
he
play
with the
though.
Mavs now?
Yeah.
He been
Look,
on
he's
Mavericks
on
for a
the
Oh,
minute.
he
Mavs,
was
and the
part of that.
Mavs.
He was part of that trade as well. I forgot.
Wow. Oh yeah. For with
But
KP and them.
He said
Yeah,
but
and
they
NBA
then he
guard.
signed
also
like
Yeah.
I think he signed a 2-year deal, like basically a veteran minimum.
A veteran minimum.
I have a
Damn.
question
He's
for
trash.
I have a question for the Knicks fans. How do y'all feel about Thibodeau though? Y'all like Thibodeau
Thibodeau is
or agree?
gone. Thibodeau's trash. I'd rather Mark Jackson. Give me
Yeah,
Mark
Tom
I
Thibodeau.
Jackson.
agree.
Give me Mark
I'm
Jackson.
Tibbs. The thing about Tibbs, he's too old school. He has not adapted to the league of
I agree.
today. He wants to burn out his starters and barely play the young guys. Like he was pretty much forced to play the young guys this year because everybody was complaining about that.
Yeah, I agree because I
Like,
don't know why. It's like you have talent. The only way players get better is by playing the game. And that's like with anything. You get better by doing something by doing it. So you can't have these expectations. Not only that, if the young guy's better, you got to play a young guy, or
but
he
look,
has
you
more
could tell by
potential.
his coaching, he didn't even know what to do with Cam Reddish, but he would rather Quentin Grimes. I feel like Quentin Grimes is a better team player, and Cam Reddish is a better like ISO
Talent.
scorer. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a better
I hear
talent.
you.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? But Tibbs know how to control a specific system. You don't know how to work in different systems, as Ralph just said. Like he's a specific type of coach, and Ralph just said he likes to run his players into the ground, which is
But the
why
thing is,
Derrick Rose got hurt the first time.
I'm surprised he didn't play Cam Reddish because Cam is good at defense. Because when he was in Atlanta, he was a good defender. So I'm surprised because they're the type of player Thibodeau like defender. So I'm surprised he didn't play him
Yeah, I
Because
want to
for
Tibbs
bring
likes
He
to
this
prove
up.
a
started.
point.
I
He
had this.
started playing them.
Yeah, but Ralph, and you can vouch for this. Tibbs likes to prove a point. He likes to, I'm gonna sit you on the bench. He did it to RJ. Like I guess for when they come back out, or when he starts having them start, he expects him to do something different. Like I don't think he realizes that's discouraging. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah. Then back to Alonzo Trier. This is what he was doing in college. He was averaging 18.1 on 50% from the field, 38% from the 3-point line, and 86.5 from the free throw. He was nice
In
in
Arizona,
college. Yeah.
yeah, he was tough. I ain't
He
gonna lie.
was like that off the court antics really got him. And that's why he fell to the second.
Hey y'all, I want to like this actually starting a good topic that we can start talking about because there's a lot of players that didn't get the right investment. I just thought about something, right? So y'all know how the Mavs had Dennis Smith Jr. I feel
hmm
like, man, what if they just kept Dennis Smith Jr. and developed him? Because I'm not saying that he's just like Kyrie, but I think he could have been like the shooting guard type of role eventually. You know, like if you
So
think
wait,
about it,
I got a
like a
question
peak.
for you now that you brought up Dennis Smith Jr. What do you feel like Dennis Smith Jr. is doing that Nate Robinson, not doing that Nate Robinson did? Like, what reason is Dennis Smith Jr. not having a full on career like Nate Robinson? Or we
Man,
could name like Spud Webb, like because Dennis Smith Jr. has the talent, but what is it? Like, is he
that's a great
inconsistent?
that's
He's
a
bigger than
great
those
question,
players.
bro. And I'm gonna add before I answer the question, I'm gonna add in Brody and Clutch. They in the chat room right now, so I'm gonna add them in.
It's the
Oh yeah, man.
consistency for Dennis Smith, man.
Shut up.
He got to be
But yeah,
consistent.
Dennis,
That's all.
Dennis Smith,
I,
man. See, I think, well, for one, I'm a. I'm gonna just go ahead and say this. For one, he let us down in that dunk contest, and Nate Robinson and Spud Webb, at least they was making their dunks. But
Ooh.
no, it's like nah. But
Ooh.
nah,
I
man,
I want
Dennis
to
was a
answer that question, by the way.
yeah. Go ahead. I think you can cook on that.
All right. So with Dennis Smith Jr., his rookie year, he had a great rookie career. I mean, rookie year. But Luca came in. When he came in, they focused more on Luca because of his his scouting report. So it really took away from Dennis Smith Jr. production because in order
He
for
needs the
Dennis Smith
ball.
Jr. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say.
I mean, they were
He
both
needs the
point
ball
guards,
in his
right?
hand.
Yeah.
And and when he got the ball taken away from him, he got really pissy while he was there. So it kind of killed his career after that because once he came to us, he was done.
Yeah.
He was done.
I had picked Dennis Smith Jr. to win Most Improved this year, but I thought the Hornets was gonna be doing better than what he's
Because
doing right
he, but does that mean that he's just not a good basketball player? He's
now. No
just
man, the crazy
talented.
part is I think, bro, I think he's just as talented because me and my friend will always talk about it all the time, bro. We big fans of Dennis Smith Jr. And my friend actually kind of he from the Carolinas, so he's been around him and seen him
That's
in
where I
person
live
and
at.
all that. So I think Dennis Smith Jr. has the talent, bro, and we'll be talking about how he kind of combined. If you think about like D Rose and Kyrie, I think a peak Dennis would have been something looking
See,
like that.
no,
That's a
no, but wait,
I
Crunch.
I
You
mean,
gotta
the
put it
strength
like
will
this.
help him
You gotta.
because he's buff now.
I just don't think he was one. I think the Mavericks just saw that Luka was just clearly the better player, and like, hey, this guy's as a superstar, and then they tried it out and it just didn't fit because, like you said, the play styles and the mentalities was different. I just don't think Dennis Smith was just as a athlete. Oh yeah, he's up there, but as a basketball player, I don't think he was
That's
good
what I
enough.
was just about to
I
ask,
was
Crunch.
finna say no. I was finna say this though. Like skill wise, I think he got the whole package. But I think I agree with y'all from the standpoint that maybe he just doesn't have like the basketball IQ. He doesn't know how to play
But
through
no,
like
no, no,
different
no. I think
offenses.
we're
Even the
taking it too
shooting,
far. No,
even
no,
with
no.
the
Look, look,
shooting,
look,
I
look.
don't.
No, I mean, the
Look,
Hornets
look,
signed
look.
him
So for
because
the
LaMelo
Dennis
was
Smith
injured.
Jr. fans, look, for the Dennis Smith Jr. fans, we gotta say it like this. Crunch, do you see him as a G League talent, or
I see him as a.
overseas talent, or an NBA talent? That's really what we gotta see. Where
Bro,
do you
I'm
see
being
I
him
see him
being
as a
at
honest
his
with you.
back.
best?
Hold on.
I see him as a backup.
I'm being honest with y'all. I think I see him as NBA talent.
NBA talent? Okay,
You
I
know.
respect it. Yeah, yeah.
But look, this
Yeah,
what happens though, right? See, when you don't invest in him out the gate and he goes a year and a half or 2 years or whatever out the league, that can fuck up your whole route. You got off to the wrong start. But I think the reason why I asked should they have kept him is because they just added Kyrie, who a lot of people were trying to say the same thing about him and Dennis, like, oh, he needs the ball, but Kyrie looks like he's making it work. Like the argument I'm making is I think Dennis has enough talent to know how to work off of Luka. But at the time, maybe they didn't really. I think Dennis didn't understand maybe how good Luka was yet or how good he was going to be because I think Luka is better. But I think Dennis could have been a good shooting guard given the potential that I think he had at the time. You know what I'm saying?
And
Um,
I
yeah.
disagree with
That
you because
time he had potential at that time.
I
I'm
disagree
a
with you because I don't think he was because the thing is Kyrie and Jalen Brunson they're way better shooters than
mm,
Dennis Smith in off ball movement because
boom.
Dennis Smith is a downhill guy, athletic, and he's a point guard. Dennis Smith isn't really a he's a guy that needs the ball and playmaking and all that. Versus Luca, their play styles won't have correlate too much because you rather have because as a coach you rather have Luca have the ball than Dennis Smith. I
yeah, but
think we
look, hold
all
on. I'm
agree
gonna
with
be
that.
honest with you though. I'm gonna be honest with you 100% right here. I think Dennis Smith Jr. is better than Jalen Brunson. And I think Dennis Smith
Crazy.
Brunson is a better shooter, but I think Smith Jr. bro, his shot was there. Like his shot has always been there. He's skilled too. He can break down defense. I don't think he's just like a freight train type of guy. He can play with finesse, bro. And he
I
got
can't lie.
control. And look, he's another guy that got control athleticism. I think that he just didn't. Cause remember, he was averaging 15 points a game his rookie season. So I
Yeah,
think
but
that
like his shooting
I still
splits
got
wasn't all
JB.
that. His
yeah,
shooting splits wasn't great. It like in college, like his college report, well, his combine report when they sent out the weaknesses and strengths, he actually was a streaky shooter because even in college he shot
Yeah.
35.9 from the three. So it was like it's like a hit or miss to where you have some games he's hot, like J.R. Smith for example. Like
mm,
when J.R. Smith is hot, yo, he's not missing. But if he's cold, he's cold. That was very
Hmm.
similar to Dennis Smith. It's just to a lesser degree.
Yeah, I just think Dennis.
I
I
mean, it's
think
just the
and plus them
confidence
getting.
that got him. You're going, bro.
Oh no, you got it. I talked a lot.
So it's just the confidence because he wanted the ball and he thought like the Dallas Mavericks would give up on him, right? Because they had Luca.
Hmm.
right.
But wait,
Yeah,
hold on, Crunch.
exactly.
Dennis Smith Jr. is not better than JB, and that's
No,
like
I can't say that though.
like
No,
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
talking about as a
JB proved that
talent.
he as a talent. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you really watch both of them play, you would be like oohs and ahs with Dennis Smith Jr., but you're gonna win with JB.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, hold on. Hold
JB's
on.
always been
Did y'all
underrated because
see?
in Villanova he was tough.
Yeah. He was tough. But look, do y'all think like did y'all see Dennis Smith Jr. at North Carolina State
NC
or whatever
State.
it is?
Yeah, I
Yes,
saw
Oh,
I
it.
did.
He
I
was
I
felt
said,
like he
tough.
came out too early though. He came out too early.
Markel Johnson.
But like he was nasty at NCC. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I seen the man play.
He
Like
Mm-hmm.
was dunking
at
at the
NC
buzzer.
State, yeah, he got busy down here. But it's like the difference between him and Brunson. Brunson's not athletic as him, but Brunson is really efficient to be 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shooting
crafty.
shooting it, yes, shooting near 50% from the field. In college, he was 52%. You know, and for a
yeah.
point guard at 6 feet, that's being nice 6 feet. Probably shorter
And,
than that.
I mean that's
But
what
on
made
top
him
of that, wait,
popular, right?
on top of that, Ralph, look, let me tell you something. You could tell Jalen is a better student to the game than Dennis Smith Jr. You know why? Because when Dennis Smith Jr. left Luca, did you see any difference in his game?
nah,
Mm-hmm.
It
When
got
JB left Luca, you could see the
it
play
got worse.
style, some of the moves. He got better. He showed that he could be a #1 option next to a ball hog. Like, come on, bro.
Jalen
trade
Brunson
him.
just
No,
Jalen Brunson
no,
has a
no.
better
Listen,
feel to the Jalen Brunson has a better feel
Trade
to
him.
the game.
no,
I
listen, man.
mean,
I'm with y'all. No, I'm with y'all. I just, you know what I mean. I just always had wondered about Dennis Smith Jr. Man, I think that he had that potential. I think
Oh yeah,
that I think that he didn't got out to the bat like that start in his career to where I just think he's behind now, like as far as NBA shape and NBA reps.
I
So
mean,
yeah.
he
But
his
that's a
just
lot
needs
of
career is already
He
had
confidence,
got
some
right?
messed up
stuff.
his sophomore year. He got
but
messed
that's
up
a
his
lot of
sophomore
players.
He
year.
just needs
Yeah, how did
confidence.
you? He said Eli said, "How did you pick Dennis Smith for most improved this year?"
He was solid that game when he
I know.
played.
I just thought,
I'm
look,
gonna
He
lie.
was solid that
he
game,
started
not gonna
playing
lie.
look
This
and look. He
year
good
is
on
crazy.
defense too. He started playing well. In Charlotte, he said you have him over Jalen and marketing. No. I was saying going into the year,
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
but
marketing most definitely getting
Yeah,
over this
I
year.
mean, he was solid at one game.
My most improved right
Hmm?
now is his buddy on the
It has to be.
on the Nets, Claxton. I think
yeah,
he
What?
looks
Claxton.
improved.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
ain't.
you
yep.
were
I
gonna
got
be
Lowry
biased,
marketing.
post.
I like
I
that.
got
Nah,
Lowry
I'm gonna
marketing.
be I don't think SGA is valid for that award
Nah,
because I feel like
No, you
nah,
you
he
can't.
know
is.
But they
No, that's
gave
the
it to
thing.
Ja
He
last
is.
No,
year.
but that was
I
stupid.
don't
That's
think
the
Ja was
that was
valid for it
dumb.
though last year, even
No,
though he
I
no,
did.
think
because
I
like
think Ja was valid for it last year.
I
I
don't
no,
think
think
I,
so.
because like
I
no,
really
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
because like listen,
but
I because like
why?
let's be honest. Here's why. Because he was a #2 overall pick, and he see the potential. Like we all knew he's
But
gonna have a jump, and we already knew he had
I don't
superstar potential.
I
It's
don't get
like
why. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
it's like let's say it's like because let's Ja run rookie of the year like let's go to LeBron. Let's like LeBron in his second year winning most improved player after winning rookie of the year, or like we never seen a rookie of the year. It's like the jump. It's like that's not uncommon to see. It just doesn't make sense. I'm not saying because like he's because we already know Ja's that guy. So why is he getting most improved player? We already know he's that guy.
But
Yeah,
That's true.
wasn't that his third season? That wasn't his second season. That was his third season.
Yeah.
But my question is, how can we not give you award just because you was the second overall pick? Like, I think Josh's points per game went up like 3 to 5. His assists went up. I even think his 3 point shooting percentage went up. I think
No.
people say, I think people say he shouldn't get it because of the same thing you said. He was the second overall pick. Why does that matter?
No. Well. I think that probably was a bad example, but I feel like also there's other players. So like, let's go with like Desmond Bain on his team. Desmond Bain came out of nowhere. I feel like most improved player should be a guy that's like Laurie Markin is a good example. He
No,
went from a
this nigga clutch
no.
is
fringe bench
hilarious.
player
I,
to
but
an all star.
But
I feel like
if you look at Laurie Markkinen in what was it, Chicago, he was not no bum. Laurie Markkinen could play ball. I think the problem with a lot of the NBA fans is certain players play for teams that are not on TV a lot, and then when they get to a team and then they show off, we think they're most improved. If you look at Laurie Markkinen in Chicago, when I think he was like the third or fourth option, he
Yeah,
was
he was third.
balling in Chicago, bro.
Yeah,
no,
That's
he
no,
not
he wasn't.
18, 11. It was
that's
No,
averaging
not
he
what
like
wasn't.
18,
everybody.
11.
Yeah,
He
that's
has
why
He
when
been
wasn't
tough
everybody's
for a
ball.
like
minute.
he came out of nowhere. I was like, he didn't come out of nowhere. Y'all must haven't been
But
watching basketball three,
Yup.
4
Let
years
he
ago.
wasn't. He didn't come out of
That's why I
nowhere.
say
But
Bobo for
Hey, he
most
was
improved.
balling on the
Bobo.
Cavs.
That's who I
Hey,
I'm
got
not.
really
him
real.
with.
he,
I'm
Really
not
real.
gonna
I
lie
Started
agree
to
with
small
you.
that.
forward for us last year.
That was
I'm
my
not
I
gonna
name.
think.
lie
That
to
was my
you.
name right there. Really real. I was gonna say Bobo.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
what.
say
yeah,
Bobo.
Bobo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
Bobo.
not
was
gonna
here's
lie
too.
to you.
my
Lori
all right.
Marketing. Lori
Let
Marketing.
me
Lori,
He came out of nowhere for me because I had no idea he was doing that.
I
let me
didn't know he was that
explain.
good as a first
He was
option. I knew
nice
he
and
was a
clean.
good
I
shooter.
didn't know that either.
Yo,
Coming out of nowhere.
Laurie was balling how Scalabrine thought he was balling. I ain't gonna lie, that's the white mamba right there.
Yo, let me explain why I say Shea. It's because Shea's, if you compare last year to this year, every statistical category that Shea has, he's improved in every single one except for rebound.
and he's a guard,
That's
so it don't
why.
really.
Right.
That's why I say that. I mean, his
Uh,
shooting splits is crazy this year. I mean, 50, 35, and 90
right.
compared to 40, 45,
Oh yeah, he did. He's making a big deal.
30, and 81. See, those shooter splits alone, he elevated his game this year than last year, along with his points, assists, steals, all of that elevated. So that's why I think he does get the nod from me as a most improved.
I feel
I
like
feel
it's
that.
hard.
But
I
did
feel
you
like it's kind
look
of
at
hard to judge
Bobo's
though.
numbers though? Bobo
They
averaged. He averaged. What did he
Like
average? He
8,
averaged
like
2 points last
2.
season. 2 points. He's averaging 8 more points per game. He's averaging a whole block more per game. He's averaging a half assist. He's averaging
Rebounds.
5 more rebounds.
Yeah.
He went from shooting. His efficiency went from 57 to 61. Like he went from shooting 25% from downtown
I wonder
to
what's his plus minus.
33, and his field goal percentage went from 55 to 58. Like, how is this man not the most improved player? We only reason why we even knew about him last year because his what's his name?
His name.
No, yeah, because his name and his father played in the NBA. Like he's a legit
Yeah.
NBA player.
And
I
and,
think
Yeah.
it's
and, and him
him.
in college
I,
too.
Yeah, he was good in college.
It's like he didn't get
I
many
can't.
minutes. I understand that his everything went up. Like if you compare it with the per 36, it goes up a little bit, but not as much as Shea.
It's kind of like honestly,
Right.
it's like what do you guys define as most improved player in your opinion, or like what caliber, or like how big of a jump do you think should qualify for a player for most improved player in your opinions?
I
Like
think
because it's
like
a little
I
it's because it's inconsistencies for with that award
oh,
right now. I feel
it's
like
1,000%
I feel
inconsistency.
you.
I agree with you on that one. But I
I
think go ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
All right. I think, when I consider most improved, it's how much that, your stat line went up and how impactful are to your team. Like let's think about
hmm
it. You look at OKC, they were a lottery pick last year. And like this year, we're talking about they sneaking in almost to the
playing.
playoffs.
Yeah,
But
I
that
mean, a chance of having in the playoffs to where you got Bobo. Yeah, his stats went up, but the impact on his team, they still at the bottom. So that's why I look at it that way.
Yeah, no,
but
I will say Shea did kind of
I
step
feel
up
that.
to like being
That's a
like
good point.
he's a
I
top
feel
tier
that.
player right now.
yeah, okay, yeah. Because I feel like with the criteria, the problem, yeah, that's the only
Yeah,
reason why
that's
I
why it's
said Ja.
confusing for me. I don't
That's
know.
only because the reason why I brought up Ja is like it didn't make sense because in the past it's never been like that. That's why, because that's why that's why it's inconsistent. That's I was going based on the war in the past because like a guy like Paul George when he won it, he was coming at the bench 8 points, then he jumped off to like All Star level, like a major jump. So
but
that's
Yeah,
why I
I
was
just
see what you're
kind of
talking about.
just
confused.
I
but
actually
hold
That's
agree
on,
with
why I
hold
that.
was
on, hold on.
confused.
I feel that.
Just to like put something in perspective, like I mean Shea Gilgeous-Alexander team only has 4 more wins than the Magic's, and they literally got the number 1 and the number 2 pick from last season. So it's not like either one of them are like running away with this. With if you talk about team impact, Bobo's team has 23 rings. Shea's only has 27, so
Let
it's
let's
even
put it in
close there.
But you got
let's
here.
put
Go
it
ahead.
in this perspective. All right, if you take Bobo off that team, they slip a little bit. If you take Shea off that team, they drop dramatically.
Yeah, because the Magic got too
Yeah,
many scores. Too many.
yeah, because
If you
like
take Shea off that team, they win 5 games. I'll tell you
yeah,
that
because
right
like
now.
Nah,
let's
nah, I'm not gonna lie. If you watch OKC, Josh
Who I
Giddey. Josh
who
Giddey
I
is a
watch, bro.
legit.
Bro, that's my team. I watch every
But
game, bro. I'm
what I'm
telling you.
saying
I
is,
watched it. I
what I'm
watched it.
I'm
saying
telling
is,
you, bro.
we
Yeah,
look
go
at
ahead, go ahead.
OKC like OKC has a bunch of bums. Like they got Josh Giddey,
Nah.
We
they
got
got
Giddy. We got
the
Lou Dort been
18
balling
Williams
too.
brothers.
You
I
They
step
got
up.
the 18
I want
Williams.
to trade him.
What's his name? Joe's a gunner. I don't know I think his last name's Joe. That boy can shoot
J
out
Dub.
the gym.
Yeah.
Like they got a team too. It's clear
Yeah,
that if you're going who's the better player, Shea's clearly the better player than Bobo. But
right.
I just think Bobo's like like for me, nobody saw this coming last year with Bobo.
Hey,
Everybody's
folks.
sitting back right
I
now
feel
and they're
that.
like
I feel that.
what was Denver Nuggets doing with him this whole time?
I
Like
think.
he
He
Well,
was
I
hurt
think he
half
didn't
of the
fit.
time.
And plus, he wasn't as developed. His game wasn't as developed yet when he came.
But
Like
how
when he was in
could you
Denver.
say his game was not that developed if they wasn't playing him? Like they
Yeah, they
wasn't
Well,
wasn't
he
playing
giving
him.
him time
was
because they
actually
had no
hurt.
development phase. They were trying
He,
to compete. And yeah,
and
and
they
he was
were
hurt in there.
he was
Yeah,
hurt a
that's the
lot.
thing. Yeah, I just think because Denver as a team, because like when you're in plus, because it was a lot of competition. Because like you said, Denver is in like playoff contention. Like I think it's better for Bol to come to the Magic so he can have his game develop and play. Because when you're on a competitive team like that, it's hard for a young guy to play because hey, we're trying to win now. We don't have time to develop. We have a window right now.
Hmm
We don't have
Cam
time to give you
Cam
touches.
Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas wasn't playing that much for the Nets
Yeah,
this season. They trade
and yeah,
everybody. He's out here looking like the greatest scorer the NBA has ever seen, averaging
I
40
knew he
points.
was a buck. I knew he was a
Cam
bucket
Thomas,
getter when he
honorable
was
I
in
miss
mention.
Cam
LA.
Thomas.
No, I think if you
Cam
watch
Thomas
some
tough.
I think because Cam Thomas killed the Knicks last year. I think he dropped like 30 or 40 in
You
a
ain't
game versus the
lying.
Yeah, that's
Knicks.
true. That was true.
So like I knew he was a
God.
bucket, but what I'm saying is the main thing he wasn't getting playing time, and he wasn't getting playing
Yeah.
Yeah.
time because they was more along the line. They were competing. They were like, "Yo,
That's why he
Mm-hmm.
we
said ain't
know
shit
you're
funny.
good." Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
you're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
I'm giving it to Bobo because Bobo's more on like I think
I
most
hear you. That's
improved
fair.
player is more along the line
Yeah, I
as
see that.
you were at a level
Okay.
last season and now
Hey,
he
you
made a
convinced me.
significant like increase. Like I get part of it is playing time, but sometimes that matters.
Hey, you convinced me.
I
Great
feel that.
argument.
I mean, I feel like he does have an argument for that. For that, I mean, I feel like they're gonna move to Larry marketing because he's getting a lot of attention. I
Yeah,
think they're
that's
gonna
why.
move in that direction. Be honest
Nah,
with you.
I don't think he has a chance. I don't think he should win it at all. I get what everybody's saying, but I'm trying to look up his number. Like he was good. He wasn't a bum in Orlando. Like he was a
Yeah,
Oh no,
yeah,
no.
he was
like
Most
in
improved doesn't
Chicago.
mean you don't
Oh,
have to be a bum to win most improved player. I
in
think
no,
that's like
Chicago,
a
he was like
significant jump.
17, 18 points per game.
yeah, and he's
Yeah,
like
yeah. I mean,
17,
he was
18
nice.
points per game now. Like
I
No,
think
he's
I
at
think
23.
I
oh, he's
think
at
He,
no.
23.
And not only that,
yeah, he
and not only
balling
that,
this
like
year.
not only that, he had like I think the moments because the way it looks in the games he had, like he came out of the jump like balling, and he had some 40-point games. And the Jazz are, they fell out there winning games. I think that's another thing, like how you said they're impacting. He was actually impacting wins this time, and he's clear cut the best player, and it's because of him why he's winning. And he's like,
All right,
looking
so
like a
what
little
matters
dirt
more, your stats dramatically increasing or the
for
wins?
for
I
for
think
this
his
award.
stats.
I
I
say
think his
stats for this
stats.
award stats. But no, I'm not saying that's why I would vote in marketing. But I'm saying that's how other people see it.
Like if you
The
look
other
Yeah,
people
at
that
understood.
because I'm looking at his numbers from his second year in Chicago to his numbers this season,
Hmm
the biggest jump is only scoring. Everything
hmm
else is pretty close. So it's not like for me the only reason why I wouldn't give it to him because it's like you kind of fell off and then you brought it back. You did improve, but you were averaging 18 9 and what 18 9 and 1. You're averaging 24 8 if you round it up to 9. It's basically his second year numbers. Only big difference is his points per game is through the roof.
and better efficiency too.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
better efficiency. Yeah. So like
Yeah,
But
I don't
that's a
think he
good
should be in
point.
the running. I don't think he
That's a
should be
good
in the
point. I'll
running.
give you that. It's confusing for me though, because yeah, it's
I just
confusing.
and then I also think like a guy named Bobo winning an award just sounds cool. Like his name's
Yeah,
Bobo, bro.
right.
Thanks.
Facts. Hold on. So I'm about to read this comment and then I'm gonna ask you, Clutch, the original question. So somebody in the comments said, "Well, if Kyrie and Luka get slowed down, then they're fucked." Well, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna be able to slow them down. See, it goes back to my whole point. I think they are the two best scorers in the NBA. Straight up right now. I think Luka is better than KD right now because of how much younger he is. No, but Clutch, I wanted to ask you, who do you think is going to come out of the West and out of the East?
I think it's Phoenix. And I think coming out of the East, I think it's a 3-team race. I think it's between not Brooklyn. I'm sorry, Milwaukee, Boston, and I'm gonna say Philadelphia to be nice, but I have very little belief in any team with James Harden on it.
I feel that. I feel the same way.
Any team
Knicks
with
honorable
Harden
mention.
on it.
Yeah, you can say Knicks honorable mention, but like Q
Hell
Story,
no.
like I'm being 100% honest. If the Knicks and the Sixers play in the second round, I can see the Knicks beating the Sixers. And it
Thank
I don't
wouldn't
you.
got
I've
surprise
faith
been
in
me.
saying that,
It
Clutch.
wouldn't
Thank
Embiid. I
surprise
don't
you.
have that
me.
much faith in Embiid.
I'm not gonna lie,
I'm
bro.
I'm sorry. Why don't so you're trying to tell me you have more faith in James Harden than Joel Embiid?
That's a good question, man. Well, I
Bro,
think
it's
no,
just,
they both equally. I just don't trust either of them.
Okay,
yeah,
I could
that's how
respect
I
that.
feel.
But like if you ask me between the two, like if you look at just last season, Joel Embiid played versus who did they lose to? Miami. James Harden didn't show up. He had one good game, and everybody was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
Harden's back! He's back!" And then the
yeah,
next game, he had another. So
No,
I have
yeah.
more faith in and then
Especially at this point in their careers,
yeah,
then.
yeah,
like,
like James Harden.
think about Embiid though. If he just got to stay healthy, that's his problem. That's
Yeah,
all it
but
is. He usually
see me,
perform, but he just got to stay healthy.
I could live with knowing, okay, if you're injured and if you're not there like physically because you're
Right.
injured, then I can't count on you. I could live with that. But see, my problem is I see you. There's nothing wrong with you, and I still can't count on you. It's like, yo, what are
I
you
feel you.
like?
Hey, yo,
Like,
Hey, you got a good point on that.
That's true
and the
though.
Knicks is deeper, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like Clutch said, we see each other. It's quiet.
yo,
Mm.
and it's like you got to go to James Harden. You got to be like, yo, you injured, bro? And he's like, nah. All right, start limping then. Like, we got to sell this to somebody because it don't look good. So
So
I
yeah,
think Philly got a lot of questions, but I think they're good. I don't trust the coach either. That's my problem with Philadelphia. I don't trust the coach. I don't trust James Harden. I don't know who I trust on Philadelphia, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Gotta trust
I
the
tr-
process.
no, I do not trust the process.
You been waiting on that process for how long?
That process been lagging for a couple years now.
It was still
Facts. It's
golden.
the slowest process in the world, bro.
Mhm.
Shit. I'm
Yo,
a.
Clutch, your Lakers, my boy. My fault, Clutch.
No, go
I,
ahead, go ahead.
I like because I don't know if I was on the live with you the other day. I was talking about it. I like the moves they're made, but I think my problem is, and when you make all those moves, you have such a short amount of time to figure it out. Like there's a problem, and like first and foremost, I 100% hate the way they're treating Russell Westbrook right now, and I'm not even a Russell Westbrook fan.
Facts.
I feel like what they're basically trying to say is we're not good because he was on the team, and how
Thank
is that the
you.
case when he was clearly one of your better players? Like
Definition of scapegoat.
yeah,
Yep.
I literally hate that, and I don't want to sound like Steve. Not I'm saying not Stephen A. Smith, like Skip Bayless, and be like LeBron always needs a scapegoat. But the timing of this is just ironic as hell because it was like he played the whole season. You heard nothing about him other than at the beginning of the year he didn't want to come off the bench. He faked an injury so he wouldn't come
Oh
off the
yeah.
bench, and then they put him on the bench. The whole time you heard nothing about it. Now all of a sudden you trade him. He was a cancer in the locker room. He brought everybody down. Nobody liked it. They literally say Anthony Davis is over there with the stupid look on his face because what happened in the locker room between Russell Westbrook and Darvin Ham. First of all,
He was
this
so mad
happened at
about that he didn't
yeah.
celebrate when
Well,
LeBron scored the
well,
record.
I want you to sit back and think about this. This happened at halftime, bro. LeBron hit that shot at 50 seconds left in the third quarter. So this is roughly between timeouts and commercials. We're talking about a half an hour, and you still mad about this, AJ? Why are you still mad? You still mad half an hour later, bro? Get out of here, man. So like, but I think the moves they made were good, but I just don't know if they got enough time. Like I was talking to Barry about it the other day. I was like, "Yo, Barry, they made all these moves and they play the Bucks tomorrow, and half of those guys ain't gonna play. None of them played. LeBron didn't play, which ain't gonna lie, low key pissed me off too, and they lost. So now there's 6 games under 500 with 26 games left.
Yeah,
And it's like,
I heard LeBron had a hangover from.
yo, I'm not gonna lie. I just hate it because he sits on the bench, and then
I'm
like
not
I
mad at
just
him.
no, he sits on the bench, and I feel like his chair is higher than everybody else, and he's just sitting there with the glasses, looking like a muppet. Like why are you so
That man
happy,
said
bro?
he broke the record, so he needed a break.
Yo, I'm
That's
like,
what it is.
I don't care if anybody call me an old head, but stuff like this, yo, I hate about it. Like, you think when Kareem broke the record, he just sat out the next day? No, he did. He went to go play basketball, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Talk about it.
For real though, like why this man don't be playing? Like even during the game, they had a chance to win at the end, and he was
He
done playing.
did.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. Like if he's not, if he doesn't fake injuries, like the timing he has to have the worst timing in the world, bro. You
Yeah,
go out there, you drop 36, you break the record. They put you back in the game, you score 2 more points, and now your foot hurts.
that
Like,
is
how ironic is
This
that,
man
bro?
crazy.
I trolled that
Oh,
whole day the next day.
Yo, I was like, yo, I
oh yeah, Ralph,
can't.
I did too. You ain't the only one.
I
You think he
trolled. I
clocked out
said,
on this season?
You said
Yo,
what?
I don't,
You said
Y'all
what?
I
think
don't
he
think
gave up on the season?
to be. And I've said this multiple
I think he
times.
did, bro.
I think
Not
he's
gonna lie
given
to
up on
you.
the Lakers. I think all he cares about is was the scoring record. I think after this, I wouldn't be surprised if his numbers go extremely down. Because like if you watch that game from the jump of the game, he went out there to break the record. Like he halftime, you sitting there, you asking your son, Joe, should I go for it? Why the hell
Yeah,
not, bro? Like you dropped 18 at halftime. What the hell you mean?
I go for the
yo, the
record.
crazy. I'm gonna tell you, I want him to keep on playing because he keep on playing, his stats gonna go down, and then that's gonna push him far away from the quote unquote GOAT debate.
But it's like my main thing is like, and I don't even want to get into this gold debate. It's like talking to
Nah, we ain't gonna
LeBron
do that.
James fans sometimes are hilarious, bro. Just
Nah,
like
it's
yo,
cool.
he
Yeah,
because it's like just simple math. Because I literally did a TikTok about just simple math. Jordan played 15 years. He did all that stuff. LeBron played 5 more seasons, going on 6. And the only thing he got over him is scoring is like career totals. Like and it took him so much more time to do it. And it's like you can keep adding on to your career totals, but at the end of the day, like, what are you doing? Like, he's been like I'm a Laker fan, and people be like, "Yo, he deserves a statue for what?" Like, he's been here 4 seasons so far. He's made the playoffs twice. He has won one championship, but we missed the playoffs twice. Why is he getting a statue? If he gets a statue, I need Pau Gasol to get a statue, and I'm dead serious about this.
I'm crying.
Oh yeah, Powell deserve one for sure.
If he gets a statue, I need Pau
Definitely.
Gasol to statue. I don't even think James Worthy has a
Powell's my
statue.
favorite player.
Wait, who you talking
Nah,
about getting a
Tim
statue?
Duncan need one.
I'm gonna tell you,
I'm
I
telling
had
you, bro.
and and Reels was in there, and I forgot I had Goat James in my live a couple of days ago. It was like for 5 hours,
Oh,
and
yeah.
boy, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's a big time #1 LeBron fan. And actually, Crunch, he said he want to go at you.
Oh, he said he wants to smoke with
Oh
me.
Mm.
yeah, he
Listen, I
got
was
He
just
smoke
said
about
with
he
to
you
ask.
wants
too.
We can
you.
set up
He did say that.
all time goat debate right after this. I was about to end this one soon, but if y'all want to swing back in, we can do something like that. But
Like,
I'm gonna call
see,
him out
here
then.
I'm gonna tell you, he got his YouTube show as well, and
Mm,
I go on. He goes on every Sunday at 12. I be on there as well,
that's tough.
and me and him talk one on one at times, and he said he wanted you. I was like, I could make that happen if you wanted to.
I talk. Listen,
I
I ain't
just got
gonna
back.
lie.
Nope.
Yeah,
Me and
he a
Ralph
that's
different
was
who I
breed.
ragging on
want,
Coach a
man.
couple times.
That's who I
I
You
just
got
got
him,
back.
want.
What
King.
we
That's
talking
baby
about?
food, bro. See, when you be
Wait,
delusional and stuff,
Bro,
that's how I know you baby
hey,
food.
bro, he
I
a
just
different
got
breed
back.
of LeBron fans. I'm telling you, he ain't like
I
the
just
Yo,
other
got back.
ones.
Wait,
he the
what
one
we
that
talking about?
said
I just got back.
that Dallas was just a better team, and that's how I knew. Like I didn't even say much. I just made a video calling him a liar, bro. But he just like Chilltown, bro, because Chilltown got a little bit of delusion, bro. So
Who's like Chilltown?
all you got to do is like, huh?
Who?
We talking about Goat James Kingdom, right? That's his name.
I
Yeah.
don't know who that is.
It's this guy on TikTok, this crazy LeBron stand. But all you got to do with guys like him is just let him talk. You know what I mean?
He
I let him go first, bro. Like it's 8 Mile.
he
Hey,
goes straight off of stats. Now I'm gonna tell you,
hey.
I know his game plan, and he
Honestly,
goes straight off of stats. That's all he do.
honestly, I can't really judge. Honestly, I'm not mad at anyone's list because at the end of the day, it's your list. I just want to. It's just how your logic and how you base it. If your logic and your criteria is based on your logic is okay, is good, then I'm fine with it. It just gotta make sense.
Facts.
If you're all about winning, then it's cool. If you're all about stats, it's cool. Or totality, like me, why like from my top 10, it's really
The thing,
totality,
the
totality,
thing about it is with Goat
totality.
James, the way how he be speaking, you be think he's speaking
No, I
fast,
feel you.
but
No, I feel
he
you.
be straight lying. When you be
No, no,
actually
no.
listening,
That's what it
And
is,
it's
yo.
he be
That's
no,
what
lying.
it is. I hate when people have to lie, bro. Like
but
that's
here's the thing.
I think Hey, Post. I think that's the number one. That's my number one pet peeve on this NBA talk shit. Like when you just
Yeah,
and then they be slick while how they be lying. Shout out to Chilltown. I got respect for Chilltown, but I keep bringing him up because he just a prime example. He always be. It's like they'll say something and then try to move forward, and
Chilltown
so
admits when he's
basically
wrong though.
everything else they saying is gonna be based on a lie. But if
right.
you try to chime in, they're gonna be like, oh, you gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish. But nah, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I'll be like,
Now,
yo, and they try to put words in your
Feel it.
mouth.
I
Yeah,
understand, but
bro.
the thing is, one thing about Chilltown, I do like about Chilltown, he does come with facts and his logic makes sense, and he admits when he's wrong, and he's more objective than a lot of stands.
His
Cause
logic don't make sense all the time. I'll tell you that.
yeah, not
I
always,
always
It's a
yeah,
couple.
but
No,
I
I
can
but
always
hey,
bring up
understand.
the
I can understand. I can understand it. Like it might not make sense, but I understand it. For like there's some stands because
Right.
there's fans and stands. Like me, I like LeBron. He's not my favorite player, but I understand where people come from, like Crunch and where Chilltown come from.
yeah, I
These
definitely
guys, it's
understand the
like more
Chilltown
objective
sometimes. Hey,
stuff.
look, Chilltown had got into a debate on Ticket Channel. Y'all seen Ticket? Y'all be watching
Oh
Ticket
yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, I saw that.
Bro, he had got into a debate with the
They could be
guy
arguing.
James on there, and I ain't gonna lie, Chilltown, he definitely impressed me on there. Like when he was on there, he was cussing and he was just he was bringing the same energy. He was matching their energy. I ain't gonna lie, he held his
Mm-hmm.
own. That's when I really started respecting Chilltown more though.
Hey, some people
Yeah.
do
I'm
that to you. Sometimes
Yeah,
I'm
people
gonna
because
that
tell
Chilltown,
you
you can tell Chilltown really just love talking about basketball, yo.
Right.
on Fluent and Chill. I never forget. Chilltown was saying that, the reason why he got LeBron as a GOAT and everything because he's all around player. And then Fluent came. He was like, well, Scottie Pippen, he's all around player. You think he's better than Kevin Durant? Yo, Chilltown was at a loss of
Ooh,
Yeah,
words.
he was
He
at a
was at a
standstill.
loss of words. He
but
couldn't
thing is,
say
Katie.
nothing.
But thing is,
that's
Katie
good.
is. But thing
He
is,
was at a
Katie is not
standstill.
really. I feel like people. I don't think Katie. Listen, I'm not ranking out high. I'm not the type of person to rate Katie high, but I feel like people underrate Katie versatility a little bit. I feel like
That's
he's
true.
not. Is he an all time great all around player? No, but I feel like he's a good rebounder. He's a good
Yeah.
defender at his peak. Playmaker, yeah, they play with that,
He a decent
but
playmaker. I'll give him that.
decent playmaker.
He
But
decent.
scoring, he's an all time love. He's an all time scorer. He's an all time great scorer and all that. So I think that Katie is
Right.
a versatile guy,
But what
not
what
to a level of
what
other players. On
what
my
what
phone.
Right.
what Fluent was saying though, he's like, with your logic, you would say that Scottie Pippen is better than KD. That's what he was
Nah,
saying.
that
That's
had me
why
smiling,
that,
Ralph.
Yeah, I
that's
saw that.
why Chilltown didn't say, like, he was at a pause
I
for
mean,
a good minute. Like he was
yeah,
like,
I get.
that's how
Yeah,
he
I gotta
was.
hear how you,
That's checkmate right there.
I gotta hear how you said it too. Because sometimes, because I do it sometimes too. Because you kind of mess up your own self by like you understand where you're coming from. Because like for example, you know what you're trying to say, but if you don't explain it right, other people won't understand it. Or if what I'm saying makes sense, you
No,
gotta
it
really think
was
about it.
straight. I ain't trying to hold you, bro. It was straight cut.
It was that
It,
bad. It was that
yeah.
bad.
Nah, it
Look it
was.
up.
Trust me.
It
I
was on
seen it.
chill. It was on their show, Chill and Fluent.
I
And
gotta
now
look
you're
it up.
more
I didn't know it was
fluent.
that bad.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It was pure silence.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, it was. Like he was dead quiet. He
But
was.
nah, I ain't lying.
Yo,
Nah,
Oh,
Crunch,
actually,
yo,
Crunch. Yo, I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm
Crunch.
good.
Yo,
yo,
CP3 top 10 after he gets his
of
ring.
all time.
after
He
he
No, no,
gets
no,
already.
this
no.
ring,
Point guards
Oh
on
yeah.
if
top.
Chris Paul
Oh
gets
yeah.
this
Yeah.
ring, is he top 10?
and
Mm.
point guards.
I would have to put him over Rondo.
Yo,
It's
Crunch,
like,
I'm
nah,
done
nah,
with you,
nah.
bro.
That's crazy. Hey,
Dang, I thought you
that's
were gonna say
nasty.
somebody like top tier. He said
Yeah,
Rondo.
that's nasty. But hold on. But the thing is,
No,
his
actually,
his
no. If
ring.
you think about it, I put him over Steve Nash though. But that would
His
Yeah.
What
thing.
number?
That,
What number is he?
I'm
What
being
it
number
honest
would
with
is
be
he?
you.
that would make him 13th.
That is
Oh wow.
disgusting.
Whoa. But honestly,
Who's your
I'll be
top
real
10
with you.
point guards?
Don't
Yeah, what's the
ask.
top 10?
Don't ask, bro. He's very inconsistent,
Shit, man.
bro.
I got Steph, Magic, Isaiah, Kyrie, Bob
I like his
Cousy.
top three.
Oh my god.
Bob Cousy,
Yeah, Bob Cousy and Kyrie. Then I got Tony Parker,
Oh
Tony,
my
Tony
god.
P,
What's
Russ.
your
Tony P.
criteria on this?
Just don't be like Chris
It's pretty much
Paul.
the same thing for my all time list. I do eye tests and I look at numbers, and if you have championships,
But
you get the edge.
but thing
So
is, but here's the thing, though. I have a
Hold
question for
on.
you. Eye test wise, Chris Paul's better than CP. Chris Paul's better than Tony Parker and Cousy. Eye test wise, though.
no. Hold on. Eye test. He's in the realm with them, but numbers are similar. But then they got championships, so they get the edge.
Quick question. Where's Bill
Okay.
Russell on your all time list?
You said Bill Russell.
Yeah.
I don't got him in my top 10 or
Yo,
15.
Clutch, you be
I can't
killing
lie.
me
I
with
This
got a
is
that.
what
question.
I'm
Oh,
talking. Yo,
But
this
look,
is
I
what
I'm
want
you
to.
finna
I
guys
want
ask.
to
be
No,
ask
no, no, no,
talking
no, no, no,
about,
Clutch.
no,
bro.
Clutch. I'm glad
So,
you asked me that. No, because I've been studying. I've been thinking about how to like explain my criteria more lately, and that's what it is with Bill Russell. He don't have the numbers because the numbers have to be. First of all, his eye test
But
don't scream at
What?
me. Then his
Hold
numbers
on.
don't
but
scream at me. But he got
Hold
the
hold
on.
on, Crunch.
Time out.
championships though.
His
Hold
eye
on,
Time
test
Crunch.
is
out.
Crunch.
terrible.
oh,
Yo,
To
I
me,
got
yo.
a
it's
question.
almost
Can,
like he
can I
got Robert Ory
can
championships
I just
on
ask you one
steroids.
quick question? So Bill Russell's eye test doesn't scream at you, but right-handed assassin Bob Cousy does?
Yeah, bro. Yes.
But here's the
Oh
thing.
I,
But
my
here's the thing.
god,
But
all
bro.
right.
hold on.
When
Yo,
you say
you
Oh
better
Hold on,
god,
Crunch.
I'll tell
bro.
you.
Hold on, Crunch.
Bob
To be
when did
Cousy,
you
fair,
go
Bob
do some
Cousy. But
homework.
look, no. Time out. Hold
when
on. But
when
I do got I got Bill Russell in my top 5 centers though.
when did you have
So
Jason Kidd at?
I got Jason Kidd at like um 10, 11.
So,
So
okay,
you
so
very
wait.
low.
so
Go
so
ahead,
you
bro.
got Isaiah.
Kid?
You got Isaiah over Jason Kidd, right?
I agree
Yeah.
with that. I
Do
agree.
you
I agree with
know?
that.
I'm gonna put it like this. Do you know that if you look at Jason Kidd's career, the only thing that Isaiah got on him is rings.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing when like
My
you.
thing
I think
is,
when it comes to winning, I understand winning is very very important. But it's like Jason Kidd's ring. Like let's say Jason Kidd ring and Chris Paul ring. I don't feel like this isn't moving that much because at the end of their career, and it's like
but no.
for
But
me,
I'm
Chris
saying,
Paul
oh,
is
go
already
my bad.
like Chris Paul's not gonna go up or down if he gets this ring. In my opinion, I feel like this one ring when he gets it on like a fourth option shouldn't move him. Like he gets his ring, he's not better than Steph. This that and other. I don't think it's gonna move him
But
up. It
look,
depends how you
yeah, no,
play.
look. If he wins
He's already
this
too
ring,
far in his career.
it will be similar to Jason Kidd's ring. But I'm glad you asked me that too, because then after that, if it's still like neck and neck, then you just got to keep going down deeper. So that's why you say, all right, well, Jason Kidd led this Nets to the finals back-to-back seasons, and he only lost to Shaq and Kobe and Tim Duncan, and Chris Paul didn't do something like that in his prime. So that's why I'll say, all right,
Yeah.
I'll just give Jason Kidd the edge.
No, I'm not mad at if you have Jason Kidd. I feel like Jason Kidd, Chris Paul, and Steve Nash all in the same realm. So whoever we have over, I'm not mad at it, and I
Yeah,
agree
but
with
look,
that.
if CP3 win, I'll put him over Steve Nash because Steve Nash didn't win.
No, I agree. I feel like Steve, and not only that, I feel
You
like
probably could
Steve.
put.
But
I feel like
You probably
Steve is a
that's
could
better
put
overall
CP over
player
right
than
now
Nash.
because he plays defense and he has a rookie of the year and stuff like that. Nash got the MVPs, but he don't really
yeah,
have
that's
much
what
else.
I'm
So you
But
could
here,
already put
so
either
we
way.
all agree. We all agree. Steph, Magic, Isaiah is our consensus top three.
No.
No,
I
I'm
Magic
don't have
Johnson.
definitely
Isaiah. I don't
Magic.
have Isaiah. I don't have
I
Isaiah in
think
my top 10.
I
Yeah, some
think
people don't
most
got
people
Isaiah.
I think most people agree with the first two. Isaiah, and once you get to three, I think that's where it
I
gets.
guess.
That's where it
I
gets
guess I
tricky.
just. I guess I just rock with Isaiah. I feel like Isaiah. Looking at his highlights, I feel like he was super tough. I feel like.
No, I'm
He
As a
not.
beat the
leader.
toughest teams.
See, for
I'm
me, I
not.
put
I'm not
Isaiah
mad
there.
at you for having
Yeah,
Isaiah, but I just knew
I
everybody
understand.
wasn't going to agree with the Isaiah.
Yeah, I
I feel
yeah.
understand.
you.
For
Because I
me
think.
though,
Yeah, I understand.
I'll be putting Isaiah there because that helps me stay more consistent with the whole rest of the list. Like if I don't put
Yep,
Isaiah,
man, your list is
then
not
that's why people
consistent,
be
bro.
thinking it's okay to put Chris Paul right there. No. But look,
List is not
I think that's
consistent,
why people
bro.
be thinking it's okay to put Chris Paul so high up, and I can't get with that.
Bro, you got
Right.
Tony Parker over Chris Paul. That should be killing me.
That's
I can't lie.
great,
Yeah,
but
Chris
Tony
Paul.
then
You got
Parker.
to look at the whole totality of their career. Like Chris
I would
Paul's
understand if he only had one
career is
championship.
But then what
like
killed me is
But
he
Parker.
just literally just shot his whole list in the head because he'll say, oh, Tony Parker because he has a championship, but Bill Russell's not a top 10 player of all time, but Bob Cousy's a
No,
top
he.
5 point guard.
that's
I ain't
true,
gonna.
bro.
No, but the thing is, right? We talking about only this position. Like I don't have Tony Parker in my top 20. You know what I'm saying, or 30 all time, but I got him there, man, because you got to look at how nice he was too. Like that's why I'm an eye test guy first, right? And then if your numbers match it,
Hold
then
on,
then
time
I
out,
I
But
time
here's.
I
out.
But here's the thing
because
though.
Tony Parker was still giving
Hold
you
on,
seasons
hold
where
on,
he was averaging
But,
20.
hold on, time
but
out,
hold on.
time out. So
But
I
here's the
just
thing.
go ahead, because
I was gonna say this.
I need a second to get my life together because this is crazy, right?
I'm hitting him with this.
All right, hold on, y'all.
I'm hitting him to the right, and you hit him to the left.
Hold on. I was
All
gonna
right,
ask
all
y'all.
right.
Hold on. I was just gonna ask y'all since it's like, since we were talking about a whole bunch of other stuff, do y'all want to do a Chris Paul like stream or like a top 10
Yeah.
point guard stream?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we
so
could
we
do
can
that.
so I can
Yeah,
finally cook you.
We
yeah,
could do
let's do
that
that.
for
Yeah, let's do
sure.
that.
Finally.
That's a
Yeah,
bet.
let's do that.
That's a bet.
Because the
I'm
thing with
just
Tony
ending.
Parker. Okay.